Come chill with
Hello,
me.
everybody. What's up, nerds? We're here after hours. I'm Azario Lopez, founder of Noisy Pixel, and with me today is the
One would say the
beautiful.
co-founder of Noisy. I'm gonna cut you
Yeah,
off. Yeah. This is
don't,
on qualified game
enough,
chat.
enough, enough. What is it called? What do the kids say? Firing me up or risen you up? I don't know.
Oh, the beautiful, the charming.
I could think of qualifiers. I'm trying to get on the back of that box, man.
Oh,
I
Jesus Christ! I'm
don't.
gonna fucking run away now. Okay.
Get me on the box. Oh, it's been yesterday. I missed my first day. First of many, some might
No, you
say.
didn't.
I
There was other days, weren't there? Don't lie.
no. Out of when I started last week, last Monday, I this is the first time that I have missed a day, and
Really.
it was because I took a nap.
It's all right. The human recovery process is important. We're
I
not robots.
I I had every intention. I set an alarm. I remember setting an alarm. But when the Zaza kicks in, alarms don't even matter.
Yeah, it's like I remember walking in late to my room and I saw 5 messages from you and I'm like, oh no, Zario's probably
Freak,
pissed off that I just
freaking
didn't.
out.
He's like, oh, come on the stream with me tonight or just come sit on the stream. I'm like, all right, man, no problem. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's like I don't know what time it was, but he's like, dude, I fell asleep, man. Oh,
I woke up to like all these work emails that are like, "Where are
yeah,
you at, Azaria?" I'm like, "Oh fuck."
they're out to get you.
Um.
Closes one eye, keeps the other one open. Okay.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Hmm.
Let me pop out this chat. I always forget to do.
I don't like how YouTube doesn't allow me to be signed in and watching the stream. Wasn't there a way
Mm.
I can have like the no, I can't do the chat or anything on my screen if you have the login.
Um.
Hmm.
What did there was things I wanted to talk about yesterday, but I didn't. Oh, I reviewed Cat Quest 3. I've never played a Cat Quest game before. This is the first time I played it. Um,
First time I'm hearing about a cat quest and we're on the third one.
I went back and I looked at the other ones are free right now on like Amazon Prime or something. So go back and play them if you want for free. But my biggest like applause for this Cat Quest 3 is that it really redefines the entire series as it makes it gives it like a seal of quality that's not like if you look at the other two, they look like indie adventure games. They look very indie. They look like they're made like within like 5 6 people. And this one looks like a first party studio like created it. It's just a gorgeous game and accessible. I wish it was a little harder. I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8 because I broke the game and I rarely break games in terms of like RPG systems where you find like the meta fucking the meta fucking
The way to play and then you just exploit is what you're
yeah.
trying to say?
Yeah, so does that make me like the bad gamer because like I'm criticizing it for allowing me to
Well, if there's like a clear way to win and it's like there's no other way to play if that would be like as yeah, I think that's lame. I would criticize that. I mean, that's not necessarily what I want to play. It's just it's like there's like these 300 imagine like if Elden Ring had this amount of content and then there was like one way to play that was the only way to play. Like that would be counterproductive, wouldn't it? So that's like the same
mm,
thing. Like
mhm.
if there's yeah, I don't know. If there's going to be content, it should all be utilized in some sort of regard.
Yeah, when I played Demon Souls, I cheesed through every single uh boss battle. There was like a boss where you can hide behind a rock and just like throw shit at it until it dies, and I did those exploits because there was no way that I would defeat those bosses the real way. And I realized that. But is that on me? Is that a skill issue?
Well, that would be a
Is that
skill
a
issue.
skill issue?
That would be a skill issue for sure. I tried
Hey,
to pull up Cat Quest and it wasn't loading. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming with you right now, but oh, here we go. It's loading now. I was
cat
trying to see some imagery.
cat quest 3. Um yeah,
I mean, it
definitely
looks cute.
it's yeah, it has like a level of quality. I do fear that saying that it's Cat Quest 3 might take away from potential sales because people will be like, well, do I need to play 1 and 2? And that's the problem with doing a series, that a lot of the people don't know if they can play the other two. Um,
Just
but
send it.
yeah, in this case, you don't. Just play it. Hey, Noise. Uh, yeah, these are the faces behind Noisy Pixel. We don't get
Wow.
out much. We don't get out much. But when we do, we're mostly doing this. We do have something to talk about. Is PAX in what 20 days? What did we just
Yeah,
see?
I think my flight's probably going to be in 20 days, I would imagine. So that's coming up quick. It was 4 months ago, and now it's 20 days. Now it's 20 days ago.
You know what? I'm super stoked that we did that. We usually are like down to the wire. Is getting business cards for other people, and I know you got Michael's like a
Yeah.
month and a half ago.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it was kind of down to the wire.
yeah, usually though we're like 2 weeks, and we're like, oh fuck, does is do we need business cards for anybody? Hi Kroku TV and TRH. Do you guys stream on anything else right now? No, we don't. If I find out how to co-stream or whatever on Twitch and everything else, I will.
Oh,
There.
you know what? Maybe, I'm sorry to cut you off. Maybe you can like do some sort of like if you have a tablet, like an extra tablet laying around, maybe you
Hmm.
could like stream on a tripod
Did,
on social media. I don't know what he's asking. Like he's asking about like Twitch
we
or
could do it. We could do it Twitch. We could do Twitter or X. We can. I think you can live stream everywhere. I just need to like sit down and set it up. There's definitely a way to do it. I know that you can't like get like sponsored on Twitch, but I have no dreams of being a Twitch streamer. Um
mm,
yeah, Twitch or any other platforms you're interested in. What is that? Kick? I
popping
hear
out the chat.
a
It's
lot
popping
about
out.
I hear a lot about Kick. Um the problem is like I go to these whenever I go to Twitch, it's always just full of like fucking girls just playing Wii Fit, and I'm just like, okay, the Wii Fit market is booming in 2024.
It still applies today.
Yeah,
The evergreen of video games.
it'll never die. Um, no, I will say that the only reason that we stream on YouTube is because our subscribers are here, but we have nothing against Twitch or any other platform. I don't mind. I'll look into it. Um, you can to grow your audience. I often see your posts on X, on JRPG news and reviews. Yeah, Kroku TV. I agree. Our Twitter presence is so fire. Like
It's
be
yeah, yeah, it's pretty good.
beyond beyond any like we our Twitter is like Eurogamer, take a seat. You know, like our engagement on our dude, I love that gamers love us. Like I think I think it's like you can tell when you're being patronized too, or you can tell when people are phoning it in, and I think gamers and just the overall community know that we don't phone it in. Like it's impossible to phone this in the amount of time that we put in to it. So I think they catch on to that. That's all. I other than that, I don't know what we do differently on our headlines are kind of retweetable, I guess. But other than that, I don't really know like what we do differently. I barely go on Twitch due to ads, and they repeat the ads. You see, for yeah, I get that way too. When I'll give like my the only time I watch is when Summer Games Fest is on the when they're playing Summer Games Done Quick, and I'll just use my Prime sub to get rid of those ads. Glad to be a subscriber to Noisy Pixel, the best gaming channel in my subscription.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Philippe, thank you so much. I
Yeah,
think
time flies now. It's just people just in this game, I think. I don't know. I mean, you said you don't know why people like Noisy Pixel. I mean, I don't
why
know. I feel like you know
specifically
that
Twitter,
answer.
specifically Twitter. like I will say, like I'll go, I'll go to other our what are their competitors. I'll go to our competitors' channels and channels their Twitter pages, and they do not get the interaction or the engagement that are. That's why I'm after every event. I'm just like, thank you for liking or
Yeah.
retweeting or whatever, like, because you don't have to, and clearly you don't lightly because all of these other websites aren't getting the same treatment. So thanks for that. I called the I it was hard for me to find the word competitor right now because that like would you I don't know what changed. I think it was COVID, but pre-COVID, there was a lot more competition in the journalism space. Like we used to be like, don't fucking talk to me,
Yeah.
don't hang out with me. Like it used to be like.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I'm bringing back the Attitude Era. We're all competitors here. I think after COVID, the freelancer boom happened, and now no one even like works at these websites. Like four people work at Kotaku, and the rest are just like freelancers. Um, but like who actually works there? Probably like four or five people. And I think that's what when the Game Informer close happened, they showed like the people like Brian Shea and Marcus in the credits, and it was only like 10 people running that place, and they just had freelancers. But it I don't know, gaming at least in like 2010 or 2012 just used to feel like if you were in the industry, you could really, or if you wanted to be in the industry, you could make this your calling. But I believe
Yeah.
I believe content creators changed all of that.
I
It's
was saying before the stream started, I was like I feel like more people than ever are playing video games, but there's a lot of challenge right now in terms of just I guess the news or like the back end of that of what goes on with the gaming industry. Everyone's playing games, but no one's like I guess we're all playing the same games. I don't really know what's going on with that.
yeah, there was like some news going around recently where the games that people are playing are like 5 years old, or I mean you could speak to that. You still play League of Legends, and how
Yeah,
old
I'm
is that
also
game?
like I'm also like I'm a different age group,
But
let's
what
say,
keeps you
than
coming back? What why
oh
do you find relaxation in League? Like what keeps you coming back, do
it's
you think?
mostly just life is busy and like you know as you get older you get responsibilities so like for me when I have actual time to sit down and play a video game I don't want to like learn or I don't want it to become like a task where now I have to like I don't enjoy figuring out new games to be honest
Mhm.
with you like there's a lot of mental that goes into like putting all that information in when I got all this other stuff going on so League I already know how to play it well I like competitive games and I don't have to learn anything new. Like I'm already good at it. It's like Halo. I love Halo, but I don't really play it as much. Um, yeah, I already know how to do it. I could just pick it up. It's easy for me to just get in the groove of it each night. I don't have to like feel bad about uh like wasting time in a tutorial, like and not even enjoying anything that night. You know, I don't want to feel gypped that my night was taken from me. I don't know.
We can't say gypped anymore.
We can't. Why not?
They took it from us.
What do you mean? Who?
the
Who
the
took this word?
the non League of Legends players, the
Really? I mean,
The Dota community.
oh, really? I just don't wanna feel like I was like my night was robbed of, some enjoyment, so I like comfort, you know, and I like what I like.
I totally agree. I think that is why people. I think that's the ultimate reason why people go to like these older games. It's definitely it's comforting. It's like
I'm a Garen player. I'm not a Garen player, dude.
this
I hate
guy's
that guy.
who's your main? Hi Arthur.
Depends where I'm playing. I mean, I back in my day, like there was a point where I stopped playing League for 5 years. I was a diamond thresh player, I would say. Like I barely got diamond and then I'm like Emerald 2 now, so I'm working my way back up there. I'm mostly support. I like mage though, so I'll play mid. And I like if I were to play top though, I'm pretty bad, but I like Singed honestly. I think he's a good time. I don't even know if people know what I'm talking about, but like for the people who do, they'll know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. On on like the industry changing, we did get news that um Red Ventures, the owner of CNET, was sold to Ziv Davis, who owns IGN. And this comes after IGN's company just bought Eurogamer and games industry. It's like it's a weird time. Something's going on. Some moves are happening behind the scenes, and I'm here for the speculation. But I feel like bigger minds, those money movers, those corporate CEOs, I feel like they have some type of idea of how they're gonna turn this all around, and I'm afraid.
I think it just starts with layoffs. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're seeing.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, the money just isn't where it used to be. So people with all their established businesses, corporations, and all their overhead is really the word we're looking for. Is like it's the market is different, and they have all these things they got to pay for, and next thing you know, they can't afford the half the staff that they have, which is what we're seeing right now.
Well,
Um,
again, you have these teams of like two or three people. One person is just playing games, and the other two are editing audio or video or doing whatever they need to that needs to be done on the back end of things. But they're making bank. They're making more money than these websites are making.
mhm.
They're the numbers, the numbers on like videos and streams. I feel like from a PR's perspective are so much better than the imaginary numbers of editorial, because there is no way, even when you own a website, to get the like actual number of visitors. You have to like install like some trackers and stuff, and even like those can be blocked if people want to block them. But there's a way to like guess how much your monthly, like they'll give a good guesstimation if you go to like Google Analytics or SimilarWeb. But the numbers for a video or a stream, they're right there. If I'm a client who just paid this PR agency $10,000 to get to market my game, at least I can see those numbers, because right now you'll have the PR company sending review codes to GameCouch.com, who some reason 6 years ago had like a million users go to their website, and the PR companies just saved that number, the million, and put it on their coverage report. But a million people didn't look at GameCouch.com's review of that game, but the PR companies will use that number as the number saying like, oh, here's potential uniques. But with video, you don't have that. You know how many people are looking. You know what you're putting your money in, you're putting your money towards. You know who's seeing it. You can see in real time how viewers are interacting with the content. You see in real time how the likes or dislikes, the ratio and stuff like that, uh, to make your decisions. If the industry is going any direction, it's there. But um, I will have to say um, that I would have expected that to be the case, but um, Andre, the owner of Game Explain, just announced today that Game Explain is getting shut down, which is insane. Because,
Mhm.
wow, I was saying this on the stream. Maybe I was saying this on the stream a couple days ago. Is that like, or maybe I was just talking about is like, if Noisy Pixel became anything, it would be we would lean more into a digital YouTube, Twitch. We'd be more digital. We'd be more video content than editorial. If we had to leave something behind, it would be editorial. So Game Explain was like the like what the YouTube channel where I could be like, okay, this is a good definition between journalism and video content. You're not a content creator. You're a digital journalist. I don't know. I just made up that term. Anyway, so yeah, they announced today. I'm saddened to say that due to softening revenue, it's become impossible to continue to sufficiently provide for my full-time team members. I tried everything imaginable to avoid this for as long as possible, including foregoing any payment myself for more than 2 years and reinvesting 100% of the revenue back into the company. But sadly, these efforts weren't enough. I couldn't be more proud of what my team has accomplished in the time I was fortunate enough to have them. They have created so much incredible video features that I believe are among the best to be found on gaming YouTube. I'll miss having my team here, but I know Joey and Trish have a promising future, as they are both extremely talented all-star creators and would make an amazing addition to any team. And I know they will continue to kick a ton of ass at whatever it is they do. So so I guess it's like it's not the end of like his streams. I guess he's streaming still, but the the day to day is done. And what's scary is that like that was my kind of goalpost to be like, okay, like if I wanted to make this a full time thing, this is what I would need. But you kind of find out you need double that of whatever you see your competitors doing. You need double that, and I do think we're capable of it. And maybe a bathtub stream, like Victor mentioned, would help. I'll sell my water, my bath water. Um,
Nice. I'll buy.
yeah, it really it sucks to see this. It sucks to see this because like this industry, you constantly have to adjust, and like I'm not I'm not like I would never like it crossed my mind, and we haven't talked about this today, but we'll talk about it live. It crossed my mind. We got offered a mobile like video, like do this mobile cover this mobile game and give it three 10-minute videos and talk about the game or play it on stream or whatever, and we'll pay you. Yeah, slow. That's the game. Raid Shadow Legends. Okay, so that is the game. That is the game. so so they so I briefly thought of a reality. I briefly thought of a reality where I could and they linked some video of a content creator streaming it, and so I got to see an example of what they were looking for, and I looked at the video and just the guy talking, and it was like, fuck, I could never tap into this level of bullshit. Like 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 my level of bullshit comes from like just reality shit, like just being a bullshitter. But like when it comes to video games specifically, I could never lie to someone and be like, I'm having fun here.
Yeah.
Like I can't, and that's a big problem, is that those streamers that do well and like have significant monetary following, a lot of those are paid. Yeah, TRH, I can't even like I thought about I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it, but it is so beyond me to be able to produce something like that, and you just to not see me screaming behind my eyes. Like,
hey guys, check out this app. I love it. I'm having a great time.
yeah, oh, I've been playing it for 3 days straight. It's consumed my life. His personal life.
I just can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be totally open about my entire life. She loves you, but Azario can lie about how much he loves you, but not about video games. I'm pretty straightforward when I love someone or not. No,
I'm guessing he doesn't love Victor.
Oh, well, actually, not Cool Victor is cooler than Cool Victor to me right now. Because Cool Victor bailed on Seattle, and not Cool Victor.
Cool Victor did bail on Seattle. He did play us.
Played us like the games that he plays. Congrats, Cool Victor, on on your marriage. We're all very
On your
proud of you.
success.
Yeah,
Cool
you're
Victor
doing
got married?
our engagement. Sorry.
Oh, Cool Victor. Okay, yeah. Cool Victor got
Cool
engaged.
Victor got engaged. Cool Victor is our secondary cameraman. So if you look at any of our pack stuff, he's the guy with the second camera.
Why is Mark's cam zoomed in like the confession scene? What do you want me to sit back here, dude? Like,
It
what's
is.
going on?
It is pretty. It is pretty. You are very
It's a
close.
headshot, dude. It's a headshot. What do you
Am
want me
I
to do?
supposed to be? Am I
I mean,
supposed?
like, no, I don't know.
I'm like leaning back. I feel like is that how you work? Are you in work mode right now? Do you ever just lean back and relax?
No, sometimes, like, most of the time, it's like hard for me to get like sucked into what I'm doing if I don't like sit up and
Mm.
stare.
Mm.
I am,
Mm.
I am in the luxury of being able to edit photos and have this conversation though, so I am
Oh,
like,
yeah. You're in the right company. I
yeah.
could I could just talk and talk. um.
It's the telephoto look. I like it's a 35 millimeter, so I'm sorry to say.
Uh.
It's actually a cropped in 35 because of the camera, the way it works. So it might be closer to a 40,
Mm.
but
What's
you
that
know,
f-stop at? 1.4.
no, it's a 2.8 right now, so I don't miss focus. But I am on
Ooh.
autofocus. Look at that.
Okay. Um. But on that, I just can't. I At some point we're gonna need to do sponsorships, but how that looks in the future is not Raid Shadows Legends. Like that's not that's not the direction Noisy Pixel needs to go. Um I want to do like if I were to do sponsor stuff, it would have to do like giving me access to a studio and like letting me like interview all of the developers there. Like if you want me to shill your company, like I'll make a report out of it, like I want to cover the game. I don't want to just like uh shill. Um oh, who's Bill Kozak, how much do you think wokeism has affected gaming? I don't think wokeism hasn't touched my game. I play
I think
hentai. I play hentai games, and those are still pretty. Like people
I
still
think
get peed
yeah.
on in 2024.
I think it affects just the dialogue or like maybe the storyline to a degree, but I don't think it really would mess with the gameplay too hard.
I think some games. I think. I think besides removing the wokeism of video games and that conversation in general, I think games are just becoming too like everyone's. I think we're focused too much on like graphical stuff, and people are forgetting how to make games fun. And I think just we're in this weird period where everyone's realizing, holy shit, like these graphically intensive games aren't making the money, whereas these like independent um people making their dream games are killing it. Um, but I'm I'm just happy I can tell people I play games and not be embarrassed. Yeah, slow. That's true. Not get trash canned. I used to get beat up quite a bit
Oh yeah,
in middle school. Um, they
never
had
got into a fight.
they had this weekly thing called smear the, and I'm sure you could what rhymes with smear and starts with Q. So every every Friday,
Ranch.
you'd go smear and the eighth graders
Jesus.
would find the Q, which was usually me in these situations,
Oh
and,
god.
and they would beat me up.
Uh,
I mean, looking back, maybe I'm gaslit, but I don't blame them. I was extremely overweight. I did wear Gundam shirts every day to school. My hair was parted in the middle and like gelled. Like I was asking for it, Like I've would I have beat myself up? Probably.
Azario believes in bullying.
I believe bullying shape like when I'm running, when I work out now or I'm running or anything, I want to stop after like 10, 15 minutes, but the only thing that keeps me going is the haters. And I say, well, fucking Jerry Gilmore in Elementary uh he's probably fucking fat on his ass right now with 3 kids and working some construction job, super unhappy, and I'm over here just running 8 miles. Fuck you, Jerry Gilmore.
I
What?
don't know who this person is, man.
Oh, he's just this bully. One time he said, I'm gonna. It's like, I'm gonna beat you up after school, and that's not a threat. That's a promise. He didn't beat me up, but that like, where I was like, whoa, that was kind of cool. I remember, I remember thinking how cool it was. It's so,
To be a target of threat.
yeah, it's not a threat, and I'm like, wow, that makes sense. It's not a threat. It's a promise.
Yeah, you're like, wow.
Anyway, enough about bullying. We're long past that. Lo and behold, I don't think wokeism has affected gaming as much as we think it is. I think it's opened up the doors for more developers to create stuff, but I don't think anything or everything is created for everyone. I think we can definitely pick and choose what we enjoy, and if we don't enjoy something, we don't have to play it because there's plenty of other things that we can play. Um, if I I'm like the person who plays the sexiest games. Okay, I'll go out of my way for a sexy game, and I haven't even played Stellar Blade. I own it. I bought it, but like Senran, yeah, woke kills that. There is that Takaki-san quote where he said that um the gamers aren't allowing him. But there is a Honey Parade game. I think it's on mobile devices that's pretty sexy. Um, Peach Beach Splash. Yeah, that game's pretty good. Um, I
I
mean,
remember that one.
Peach Beach Splash.
Yeah, that one's ingrained in my brain from the content we've made in the past.
Yeah, it's one of the girls at G4 did a whole like video on that, and I remember like she was like super sad because it took them like 8 months to put the video out because they just didn't want G4 at the time didn't want to air the Senron thing, and it was such a good. They finally aired it, but it was like 8 months old. Really funny G4 Senron beach peach beach beach splash. Um, I agree. Senran Kagura is pretty good. How's Spencer the Legacy? Oh, I talked
He's a
to him.
legacy.
Yeah, I talked to him the other day. He's doing well. He he found a way out. He found a way out
What?
of the. He doesn't work at comingsoon.net anymore.
He's moving for the 7th time.
He did move. He moved again. Yes. Um. No, I don't blame him. I'm telling you guys, this industry is not where you want to be. Um, and Louis, we are bringing back unqualified game chat. We're trying to decide because we do I do this show at 5 o'clock, and that's usually when we would record unqualified. Um, so we're trying to find a day to do it, but in the future, and for those watching, let me know in the comments below. There's another group of gamers that we're considering live streaming on our socials just at night, and where we can hang out and just like play games early. But they're a lot better at streaming than we are. um, so it's exhausting for me to play video games on here, especially when I'm like reviewing 3 games and have to play a game that's already out or play a demo. It's just like it's hard to get my head in the right space. So we are working with these 4 streamers who we're planning on introducing at PAX. So you will meet them in a couple weeks. We're gonna do a special PAX video with them to introduce them, and
Oh,
um, and then after that, maybe 2 days a week they will live stream on the channels, and just like, I don't know, games that our audience wants, or indie games that we think we want to bring awareness to, and they're all really cool. They passed the noisy pixel test of like coolness. It takes a while.
yeah.
Mark will tell you, we don't have many friends in the industry. Like,
No. Yeah, we're pretty close. we're pretty isolated. I think we just do our thing. I'm pretty
Yeah.
hyped for PAX actually. I don't not even because of the event itself. I think just the I just become addicted to going to wherever to do this PAX quote unquote thing and then hang out at night. Um, I'm just ready for all these indie games to be in my face that I won't even play.
Yeah, I
We
think
don't even have time to enjoy ourselves. We just like work the whole time and then like
yeah.
maybe have a night like or two to like hang out a little bit, but like
I
we don't
think the
even get
day
to play
I think the days when at our the like every time we go to PAX, I think we refine our workflows for post PAX content. So like I think this last time of us doing PAX day 1, 2, and 3 was a good idea. I like that, but I think we can lean into that more this time around and maybe do a fourth like after hours episode where it's not we're like doing videos of us like on the street hanging out, like getting into trouble, being gangsters
being
out
the
there.
cool kids. You know, you have to reach the level of the you have to pass the threshold of cool. So we have to show these new guys the way we roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
the
gotta break a sign or two outside. You know?
the way we roll in not an annoying way where like you have like these streamers who will like do like pranks and stuff. That's the problem with interviewing cosplayers is I feel like they all think that we're trying to pull one over on them while we're like they're ready for like the punchline or the joke and we're like, no, we're just trying to get to know you. We're not trying to make fun of you or anything. um anyway, back I if I didn't finish my point about the live streaming on this channel. On those days, Spencer and I are thinking about recording unqualified game chat because it's one of my favorite shows. I've never had a relationship with another man that like strong before, like in terms of just like wholesomeness. And so many times you meet people in your life and you talk to people in your life where like you'll try to be funny and they totally just like, I don't know, make you feel awkward or make you feel like you can't be yourself. And Spencer is like that person for me that never has made me feel that way. I never leave a conversation with Spencer and I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have fucking said that. Or
Yeah.
like, why the fuck did I say it? Like he makes you feel like, I don't know, like a Conan O'Brien would make a guest member feel. Just like really secure.
Just smaller. Just smaller.
Yeah. 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 Like yeah, he matches my freak.
Conan is like, how tall is that man? That man, he's a tall
I
man.
was like 6'7". Um,
Spencer is the key to your lock, if
um.
you will.
So let's talk about PAX a little bit. We're currently booking for PAX, and it's weird because Mark and I have not talked about this, but I'm going to be hosting because Arthur does Boston for us, but he's not going to be in Seattle. So I'm going to be hosting a lot of the on camera stuff, which means that I'm not going to be uh previewing previewing games are on the editorial. How the hell did you get Mo Salah on your show? Is is
Is that me? Is that
is
another
that I
reference
think
for me? I
uh
think I've heard this reference before. Let me see.
I'm gonna look him up too.
Yeah, I literally have heard this before. I
Dude,
don't like
why aren't you leading into this?
Mo Salah. I mean Mohammed Salah.
You need to be him.
Professional. Is he on? What team is he on?
He's on Egypt.
Oh, I thought I was gonna have a chance to talk about
Oh
my
wait, no,
opportunity to meet
Liverpool.
Manchester United
Oh,
team,
he
but
might he might go to Liverpool.
I don't really know
Oh,
about
he's
soccer.
it's football.
Sorry.
Oh, he is Egyptian on the Liverpool team.
People do think I am Egyptian. People think I'm everything but Italian, which is interesting. I get this a lot now. I think it's the
Well,
older I get, the more defined my face gets. And everyone's like, what nationality are you?"
no, it's because you have a beard and curly hair. Like,
Is that confusing?
yeah. I don't know too many Italians with the full beard.
Really?
But all my knowledge of Italian is like like Casino and those old like Scorsese films. Like that's
I,
that when I think of Italians,
you
that's
want me to talk about the Greece? I will. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's what I think. That's where my brain goes.
Or I'll start combing it back.
um, but yeah, on PAX. Oh, it's weird this year, and you and I haven't talked about it. But what I'm kind of going through right now is that we're doing a lot of on-camera interviews and PR. The way PR works with journalists, they're not set up for on-camera interviews. Um, Nobody is like I'm like, okay, yes, Michael will go and play the game for the written review, but can we just show up and talk to the developer? And they're just like, well, you would have to schedule. And I was like, no, I don't want to play the game. You don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't need to take a slot. I'm just gonna ask the person, tell us about your game. I'm pretty good at. I mean, there might be a game or two there, like fucking that waifu shmup game that I saw. Like there might be games like that where I have to play them. But other than that, it's weird like just being like, "Hey guys, like we're just going to go by, say hi, record and then make our way." Like and then leave. Like I don't need a we don't need to do this formal interview. And they're getting I feel like they're getting kind of annoyed of me. I feel like I'm being like because listen, Noisy Pixel covering your indie baseball game is not going to get you any wish lists. It's just going to be a waste of our time and your time. But if we just did a video interview and just put it out there in a compilation of other games, you might get some better luck. So to save everyone on time, we don't need this formal 45-minute time block for me to play your 15-minute demo because lo and behold, we're gonna have 30 previews at the end of this, and only like 8 or 10 of them are gonna get done. So we gotta really, I think this PAX we're really focusing on like figuring out the Noisy Pixel direction of covering games, and I think we're at the forefront of this because as all of these places are closing, we're gonna be able to kind of come in and redefine like a journalism space, like
Yep.
redefine
Yeah, I
redefine.
think it's nice that we have our own little style. We don't need to follow the crowd. You know what I mean? We have a camera. We have personality. It's nice to have you on camera this time. I mean, I know Arthur's gonna be upset that he can't be the star of the show, but it'd be nice to have some change every once in a while. I feel like I never get to see you at PAX. Actually, you literally, I don't even know what you do there. I think you just pretend to work.
That's an excellent assumption. What
No,
I
but yeah, it'd be
what I
nice.
do, I'll tell everyone on the show right now. So when I used to go to PAX, it used to be me taking up meetings, playing previews, and and getting content, recording footage and stuff. But over the years, it's changed to be more of a they know who Noisy Pixel is. I don't need to sell us anymore. So our my meetings at these events are a lot like, well, what can we do to help you and what can you do to help us type of thing. Like really define some exclusives. Um like I personally like to champion games. Like I'll pick like Cricket, Jay's really peculiar game. And I'll just follow the development of the game. I'll cover everything that it has. I'll cover the updates. I'll play the demos. I'll go to the events and I'll see it through until the end. But it's like technically that the developer of that game never like said, "Hey, we want you to do this." It's like I just picked it up. And so a lot of the times like I'll walk around these events and find 5 games that I want to champion and I'm going to do my best to make them a thing. And this year they haven't announced anything yet. I think they're announcing it tomorrow. But Playism is bringing the heat at PAX this year. I think if you look at Playism's lineup of games, um, from it, from what they have, like it's it's incredible. Like it's that's what I'm into right now. I'm into those indie experiences, and I don't think Devolver Digital is going to PAX.
They didn't do the last one, so
Yeah,
they probably just opted out of 2024 in general. unless they just are done
I don't know.
like
It's
permanently.
it is weird not seeing their huge ass booth in there though. Like it's kind of cold in the event center now.
Yeah, I think
It-
they're trying to prove a point or something. They're like, see how it feels without us there. Yeah, you wish you had Angerfoot at your at your event.
Oh, what is that? AFK2.
I
Um,
don't know.
I want news on that food stand Kickstarter. Like, was it ramen? Oh yeah, there was that curry game. We could check the Kickstarter right now. Um,
I don't know who is in here right now listening, but if you haven't seen our recent PAX coverage from this year, you should go watch it because we're probably going to do something similar again, like always. Hopefully, some new ideas. But stay tuned for some more
we're
original video content. G4 inspired.
ad break. It's
Yeah.
the doll man has got $1,000. I don't think it's gonna hit its $500,000 asking price. Sorry. I went to get a burrito, but I heard I'm not at PAX. Yeah, you're not at PAX.
His
You know what?
volume must be really loud from
You know
across
what
the
sucks?
house.
You know what sucks too is that I think Arthur as a person would do Seattle better than he does Boston. But I have not seen Arthur in a Boston that isn't like really cold or really rainy, which next year PAX is going to be in what, like April. So we will get to see a a Arthur that is not in the rain or not in the cold. We'd get to see a regular day Arthur, which is interesting.
Wow. Arthur in his natural habitat. Well, no, Boston is his natural
Yeah,
habitat, though.
but I think that Seattle would like work for him so much.
The contrast.
Like you can walk out and there's 20 restaurants to choose from. You know, we don't you don't have to actually like you're not waiting for anything. Everything's really fast. I want it to be 50 degrees. um maybe I'm just really bad at reading people. Maybe I just make these assumptions of people and then hold on to them and then that's who they are and they have
Well,
nothing to say that can change it.
at least you can read.
Um I know. Count my blessings. Um
Just kidding.
so okay, let's put a bow on this conversation. We started off with talking about uh Ziff Davis now owning CNET, which means Ziff Davis owns a huge portion of the gaming industry in terms of journalism. So if you see a centralized messaging of anything, I think it's all about sponsorships. You're gonna see like these huge Ubisoft site-wide takeovers where every website in the Ziff Davis catalog is like taken over by these AAA games or something. I can see that happening. I just as we navigate these like different means of like reaching audiences and stuff, like I'm honestly just trying to keep up with game reviews. But I do
What you
think
got going on right now? Anything you can shout out?
I just finished my review for yeah, I have it right here. The Tokyo Chronos and Alt Deus Beyond Chronos Twin Pack.
That's the full name.
The full name. It's
Nice.
two games that was on VR, but now it's on Switch. So I reviewed the Switch version because like before this you couldn't play it non VR. So I finally was able to play through Tokyo Chronos, which is why I originally got it because I don't like VR. With this and Game Informer being gone, the future's bleak. Yeah, dude, the Game Informer thing is fucked up. The Game Informer thing is fucked up because they had Dragon Age stuff like exclusives that were going out next month, and nobody, not even the editor in chief. Why is the game industry dying again? Game industries. That's a great question. That's a great question. Um, game industry dying because there's no fucking money to be made in this
Yeah.
goddamn place, and no one
True. Yeah.
knows how to deal with like forums and like
Yeah.
the side effect of mass communication and instant communication is that there's breaking news happens on Twitter now. Breaking news happens on Facebook now. It doesn't happen on CNN.com. It doesn't happen on IGN.com. It happens first on Twitter, which is if the people who want it are already there, and then it trickles out into um, the the media. But there's just no money, and the way that Google is right now, PR is going to have to change. We can't like the years of getting a press release saying new trailer out, and then expecting 40 websites to cover your game's new trailer. It's not going to happen anymore because Google isn't bringing traffic to those people. Um, if PR is going to have to significantly change. They're going to have to start pitching headlines to people. They're going to have there's too many fucking games and there's not enough journalists to write about them. So, in the sense, I cannot be good at every fucking game you pitch at me, but you want me to cover it? Well, you're going to have to arm me with everything that I need to be an expert at this game to convince me that I need to spend time writing it and Google will catch it, and then also I'll make my money back for the time that I spent creating this article. And that's what's not worth it. Putting out an editorial that I spent 3 hours on and like 1,000 people seeing it versus a top 10 list that I spent 30 minutes on and getting like tens of thousands of views. It's like, well, I
Yeah, they
know,
pick their own poison, you know, in their case.
yeah,
Yeah, we live in the free game, give me now everything society, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, no one
I
has patience anymore.
yeah, as I do research into other websites on how where they get their traffic from, it's not from covering indie games and niche games like us. It's from covering Roblox and Fortnite. Like that's where the mass amount of their traffic comes from. But how can I be upset with that when gaming is largely a kid thing? It's like it's a it's it was it's a pastime. It's something that people with free time can do. It's an escape from reality, but like the people that have time, the people that have time to read websites, they're probably in their early 20s, 30s. Um,
They're on their lunch break.
yeah, they're
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 eating their Sammy,
they're at recess.
reading some noisy pixel.
But there is nothing. There is no. I don't see the editorial space ever picking up again. I don't see it happening. I don't think like um but I thought people loved Overwatch cleansing. You know what I think they love more than actually playing those games though is the key art and just like talking about it. I think they'll see a game like Tower of Fantasy and stuff and just like jump on it like me just cuz the key art's there, but do we put into money into it? Do we play it? Nah. Yeah, I don't know. In the editorial space, it's
It's all
like
about video now.
I do in these times I would say the Gamatsu approach is probably the best in terms of like just being a press release regurgitator where you're just copying and pasting press releases and just putting them out. At this point it's like that's what they're kind of expecting us to do. Um
I
but
think life is. Oh shit! Sorry, I was
no
gonna
no
say. Yeah, I was gonna say life's pretty complex for everyone now. Like things are a lot harder. So I think
yeah.
people just like content that they don't have to like pay attention. Like audio and video. Like I think it's just audio. It's very interesting. Like podcasting and just things that people can do like while they're doing other things. They don't have to watch it. They don't have to read it. This way everyone can just be more productive. It's we're in the age of how many things can you be doing at once with these cell phones? You know, it opened up so many doors for people in terms of like economics and business. So like if I can enjoy a video while not watching the video, that's like leverage. Like yeah, during my day, it's like it's something else I could do, you know, that I could fit in. I don't have to sit and read.
Yeah,
Uh,
if I'm not doing two or three things at once, I feel like I'm like
you're not doing
not
enough.
being productive. It's tough. It's something that I've been like trying to balance a little more. Like, oh, maybe I don't need to watch TV while I'm taking a shower. Like I don't need to put on a YouTube video while I'm taking a shower. Like I'll stop that. Like I am trying. I'm definitely trying. Or like I'll put on a podcast underneath my pillow before I go to bed and I'll just listen to it on very low volume until like I fall asleep. I've stopped that. Um yeah. I was waiting. I was waiting for someone to say something.
That's a new one. That's a good
I
idea.
I have to do. I can't just if I'm taking a shower, I'm wasting time. So I'll put the news on or something so that or like a documentary on something or like just to like while I'm taking a shower to still be getting that info.
And this is why no one likes video games anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I so in the big scheme of things, Noisy Pixel as a video game coverage people, yes, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. The editorial will always have news there. We might refine it to be news that the indie news, the niche news. Like we might go out of our way to cover the more niche stuff rather than the bigger announcements that you'll find anywhere else. But yeah, these closures are
Manga.
scary.
We do mangas sometimes, right? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, look at all these manga that I have just fucking sitting on my fucking got solo leveling 9.
Speak of not having enough people to do things, I wish someone could write about like anime TV, like new TV that comes out.
That's another problem is that we can't like I said we our it's a skill issue. We don't have anyone on staff that can play NFL games. We don't have anyone on staff that is like super good at reviewing anime or manga. Um no Excel Saga. No Excel Saga. I'm sorry. Wait. Let me make sure I know what Excel Saga. Oh no, Excel Saga. No, 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 no. Yeah, I don't read a lot of Viz manga. I think that's my problem. I watch a lot of like shonen anime, but I don't read a lot of like Viz stuff. Um. Anyway, Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, what's your favorite Excel
Hotkey. Give me your
for
favorite hotkey, dude.
is it hotkey at the formula? What's your
Macro thing.
favorite Excel formula?
I was never
Let's
an Excel person.
let's get real sexy. One time I got in trouble for not knowing an Excel formula. Anyway, um,
As you should.
I know. Um, so the industry is changing. Noisy Pixel is probably staying the same. Um, I'm really excited about PAX.
We're not fucking leaving.
Yeah, just
Yeah, we're going again every year, baby. I guess if you're going, look out for us. I mean, it'd be nice to see some people that know us, you know?
yeah, we got to make merch too. We got. I
I
know
don't know
you're.
if there's a demand for merch. I know people in the chat are gonna be like, "Oh, I would love merch," but like this is, a small percentage of the grand scheme of things. I mean, I'm thinking maybe some sort of exclusive launch. I don't know. Like, I don't really know who would buy Noisy Pixel merch.
King Semi wants to know how big of a group we are right now. I'll tell you, we're one, two.
Everyone seems to like the one hat that I made here. I don't
Oh,
know. Have you worn it?
we're 10 people.
Everyone likes this hat. This is like a one-off thing I had my friend do. I have a headset on right now, but Noisy Pixel.
That's a cool hat.
It's a cool hat. It's a nice color.
Yeah,
Just
King
nice.
Semi. We're 10 people, but only 4 like full timers, and that's me, Mark, Bailey, and Michael.
Yeah, we also got these pins. This is the only merch we have.
Hey,
Those are
I will say those pins are a lot stronger than like the Final Fantasy 15 16 pins that I got cuz the 16 pins broke and that one.
yeah. I like these pins.
Yeah, they're
They're
really
good.
nice.
See if the focus is gonna get it.
You
See.
got to put your hand behind like your
Yeah, I gotta set it up.
raise apex alt.
Oh no, I lost it. It's pretty cool. I mean, my lighting is kind of like the color's not really too accurate,
Yeah,
so I can't really see. But
if you
yeah,
see us around Seattle, we'll give you one. If you say hi to us, you get a pin. How about that? I have so many.
nice bright orange shirt. I don't know about that Excel spreadsheet. What are we going to jail? Who's wearing bright orange shirts? I want to see them.
The it'll be like construction the construction people. Color block style. Yeah, we'll think of something. That's my problem is that whenever I do something I want to go like 100% in and make it be the coolest thing ever, but maybe it doesn't have to be the coolest thing ever. Maybe it could be a normal thing.
Not
Uh,
everything has to be the best thing ever.
I know. I
Something
have
has to be the best. I think people on the Discord, if you're not in our Discord, you should join it. But I think people there might be interested. But like beyond that, I don't. That's why I think exclusive launches, one off, you can get it, take it or leave it. And if you don't get it, that's it. Next version comes out. Maybe it's a hat, maybe it's a pin, maybe it's a shirt. That might be fun.
I did start my video game bathing suits feature and it quickly spiraled. Um
In a downward spiral or like
Well, because people ask for a top 10 bathing suits, but it's so much more than that. Like, I started, like, getting into the history of bathing suit DLC, and it started, like, as I was researching when the first bathing suit DLC came out, like, it started opening up doors, and, like, I went down a Wikipedia rabbit hole. It's the same, it's the same outcome that happened when I tried to talk about, visual novels and how they're not well represented in like the video game awards, how there's not a visual novel category or an adventure game category. So I started a feature on like the um the visual novel genre, but it turned into a feature on like how it started, and then I was like learning things at that point. So we'll see if that shit ever comes out. Maybe I'll make a video of it someday. I want to
now
start.
you
I want to start doing more video essays too. I think those are amazing. I love researching old games and sharing information. So I'm really looking forward to like what we can do. And I know that we're all talk and there's only like a handful of people that watch these, but I will say that these videos and us coming live is like a way for us to be more human and be more approachable. So we are opening up ourselves a lot more now, and I hope that kind of shows in our products. The Trap Yuri Garden. You know, wait, we did review the first one of that series. Um, what was it called? Like Trap Shrine. We reviewed Trap Shrine in 2019. Pyre did. What did he give it? It's a game with two girls or two boys. He gave a 6.9 out of 10. He gave it a 6.9 out of 10. We used to allow stuff not point 0.5 and but now we only do 0.0, 0.5, but we used to do like 0.7s and stuff, but then we started making fun of ourselves.
yeah,
Uh
like I was like, well, how do we decipher like
yeah,
what's different between
what's
like a
this?
0.6 and a 0.7? Like really, you're gonna start breaking it?
Yeah.
It's just too hard to break down.
Here
If
I
someone really questioned me, I'd be sweating,
can I
just like I am now under these lights. I'm a greasy Italian man
can
doing
I
what he can.
can I
What can you
invite
do?
Oh, I think you can oh that link right there will send you to the Discord. Wait, are you guys doing
I don't.
bathing suits in
I'm.
general or
I have
DLC?
too much PTSD from getting scammed. I don't. And when I see a link, dude,
Oh, don't yeah.
I panic.
That's an official link, guys. So Corfish, I think bathing suits in video games are really interesting, and I don't know why I took it upon myself to start like asking Japanese developers if they'll put bathing suit DLC in their games, but I made it a thing. Um, so it just kind of caught on that way, and I'm now it's like what I'm known for, I guess. Or what people go, oh, there goes Azario again
Yeah.
with the bathing suits.
Yeah. It's a
They
good
do,
thing to be
yeah,
known for.
they do it at preview events though, and it's like I could see a couple people go, oh,
Oh, really?
yeah,
That's funny. I like that.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Respect. They said I don't know how to say his name. He says the game. I think he's referring to the game industry with the financials. But anyway, all the money's in Fortnite. That's for sure.
yeah, I would say that the I think that the money making side of the industry is booming. Okay, there's money happening. Like you said earlier, there are people playing games that would you would have never considered to be a gamer, and they're playing games now. But it's it's the monetization of it all on the industry side, the marketing side, the QA side, the sales side, the community manager side, and the journalism side. You have all these extra things that don't actually impact game development or actual like getting product to shelves. Like all those other industries, they're cutting off. So when you see these layoffs, I look at the people that were getting laid off and it's like, oh, this QA guy that was hired 3 months ago for this one game just got laid off. Okay. Like, yeah, that sucks, but the writing's on the wall if you're getting hired for one project and then like that's the industry just works that way. Um it's when like these bigger like the managers and like the creative directors are getting laid off. That's where you got like what the fuck is going on? Um but um you're right. The money's there. I think AI is going to be incorporated somehow in terms of these bigger companies on how to cut costs. Um because they set a precedent for themselves making everything so graphically intensive where now every game has to be this beautiful plus it has to be fun. Now if that how that comes out I don't know. I mean Spider-Man 2 is a very beautiful game but I've never played it.
I love it from a distance.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think once they leverage how to use AI to save them money, oh, that's it's going to become a standard. But
I
I
kind of
do
like just Google search now. It's like I don't even have to
oh,
click on links anymore. The AI, whatever generated thing shows up, and I'm like, all right, I'm good to go. Info granted.
yeah. Yeah. Um I think I think uh AI will be the downfall of gaming. You know what I like the idea that somebody who's learning game development can cut a few corners in terms of like getting art assets and tools to create something that they want, and maybe they don't have the learning or the
Yeah.
tools to do it, but they have access to something that can put it together. I like that aspect, that idea of it, but the reality of it is that very rarely people are going to use it that way, and it's going to become a crutch, and then it's going to become the bare minimum. When Unreal started being used as the like default engine for some of these studios for so long, we started getting games where you'd be like, oh, this is Unreal, like this is
Yeah.
made in Unreal. They just looked all the same. um and that's changed over the years because they figured out how to use the tool, but I think we're going to be seeing that with AI as AI evolves into gaming. Where's that info come from? If the sites die,
It all goes back to IGN. That's where that's where everyone goes anyway. Oh man.
yeah. I get it. The traditional aspects of dying and the industry is becoming more corporate. Yeah, yeah. Um, I think other markets are seeing it too. You have like celebrity. You have the movie industry. Like no one knows how to get people to theaters. Like it's a weird time. We're in a weird place. People still watch IGN reviews. I have not seen one in a while, but I watched their Star Wars Outlaws preview, and they talk really slow. And so it's like, man, fuck, should I start talking slower like in my videos? Because I'm in my head, I'm like, God, I got to get people in and out of here quickly while they take a
Like
shit.
McDonald's.
Yeah, they're on their way somewhere.
We got gameplay footage, we got the score, and we got Azario talking about bathing suit DLC. All right, we're out. We're
All right,
good.
out. See ya.
We got what we need. McDonald's. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, cool. Not cool, Victor. I do agree. AI will make games cheaper and boring. The good games will still be genuine. That's what also I feel like we're gonna see. We're gonna see like the games that are not using AI to market. Like, hey, we didn't use AI, and that could be a marketing chip, and that might even scare like people like EA and Ubisoft from wanting AI in their game because they don't want that marketing behind them. So I think that would be a great outcome, is that we kind of shame the industry for using AI enough for them to just be like, no, it's not worth it. I watch when really bad ones make headlines. ESPN be competing against the player party. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for ESPN because they have to do a 24-hour news cycle on just sports. Like, how do they feel that? Like, like they reach. There's some moments of the because it shows at the gym. And like I'm just like, what the fuck are they talking about here? Like, if fans are playing
Yeah.
creative and game development, we have lost so much. Yeah, I agree. And that's a great point, Corfish. I think that asset flipping is just as bad as AI. You're just going somewhere, buying it. Like, where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? Um, with that said, guys, I think Mark and I are gonna go. I have to edit 2 videos tonight. But
Oh, really? I'm sure you can't talk about them. What do you have to edit?
I have. Oh, I can because they're out technically. But the quintessential quintuplets visual novel review. I finally finished those 2 games that released on Switch like a month ago, and then I need to do this Tokyo Chronos and Aldeus Beyond Chronos pack.
You're
Which
editing that?
I already did the audio. I need to record some more footage of Aldeus. Um, because
Yeah.
it was on Switch, so I played a lot of it in my bed. So now I need to go and like look it up and record it. I'm gonna go play, dude. Miami Sunrise. I'll say that every time there's like this guy that works at Bandai, and every time I see him, we just have like a 1 hour conversation since Sandland came out about Sandland and how more people need to play that game because it is so much fucking fun. Mushy, we have Jahan reviewing Natsumon right now. Um, Cygnus, no, I have not caught up on One Piece. You know what I started watching recently though was Kaiju number 8. It's pretty good. I read the manga, but I will say the anime is pretty good. It hits the every episode is just like so packed with action. Um, yeah, yeah. Kaiju number 8 is a good one. Um, anyway, thank you all for
All
hanging
right.
out. I had so much fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Noisy Pixel, after hours, out.
Have a good night.